Hey, Echo. How's it going?
Sorry, man.
No problem, man.
Crazy day.
I know. I can appreciate it.
Uy,
Always crazy days. I'm gonna record it because I'm gonna try this thing that you told me about.
you have a lot of space because they're large.
Yeah, I have a good amount of space.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so. Let me see. Let me see real quick.
Like I've been recording some of my lectures and like 45 minutes sessions, like 8 hours. Not 8 gigs.
8 gigs, 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have 150 gigs, so free on this
Okay.
laptop. So yeah, so it's all
It
good.
just seems large to me. There's a shortcut as well. I think if you hold Control Alt um, R, will just start recording like right away.
Oh yeah, it'll just like there won't be like any pause or anything. It'll just start going kind of thing, right?
Yeah, like it doesn't go into that game interface thing.
Right. It just starts auto recording. Awesome. Okay, so
Yeah.
um like I'm not gonna take too much time, but okay, basically um so were you able to okay, I'm gonna share my screen with you real quick
Yeah.
and basically I'm just gonna ask if you were able to see okay. Now, did you sign up? Okay, can you see this Telegram chat here?
No, I just see presentation marks on. I don't see.
You don't see the
I
okay.
just see the interview.
Okay. So, hold on a second. I hate that. That doesn't work. I don't know why that doesn't work. Sharing a screen. Do you see it now?
It's just a little bit. No, I don't know if there's something wrong with my. Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Okay, you can see it now? Okay. So, okay, so these are like the free, this is like the free signals that the guy gives, okay? But the premium signals will be, much better than this, right? Um,
Is on Telegram or is this just
This is Telegram. This is Telegram. So, most of the trader guys, they work on Telegram. And just because you can have so many subscribers, so you can see at the top, he's got like 48, basically 48,000 subscribers, right? So yesterday, you can see from March the 10th, in Binance, of course, I couldn't do this because I'm down in the United States, but you guys should be able to. He was talking about this coin called XVS, okay? And he was saying, he said, don't sell before it gets to this area, right? But Venus, it's called Venus, but it's being here. He's talking about it being traded in Bitcoin. So this is in Bitcoin right here, and this too, right?
okay?
And that's fine, but it's just kind of like adds a little bit of a layer because, we still are using like dollars and stuff, right? Like that's what most people know about and use and stuff, right? So,
So, sir, question is like the stuff he provides is always like Bitcoin is the currency he's measuring it against.
not always. See this one up here from 6:57. So this one was at 8 o'clock yesterday. This one was at almost 7 o'clock in the morning, right? You can see here
Yeah.
he's talking about Bitcoin, but he's talking about it from a USD base.
Yeah.
See, 40K to 63K, right? So he doesn't always, but sometimes he does. So, but this is a perfect one. Like, this is a perfect example right here of this is like a quick trade, okay? This, what he's talking about here, is much more like a long, okay? This is a long position here, right? If it goes to 40, if it goes down and it gets anywhere to 40K, buy close to 40K. Like last week Sunday, February the 28th, it got close to 40K. And so I just bought some more at that time, because whenever it gets down to around this, I think it's still bullish. I'm going to show you why. But you just buy whenever there's a sale, you buy, right? Like, and the thing is that you just get to know this a little bit, and I've been like getting to know it over the past couple of months. So I've realized that 40K is a buy because that's a dip, and I'll show you. But this, I wanted to, before I show you the Bitcoin chart, I want to show you this Venus chart first, because he gave this tip on at 8 o'clock yesterday morning, March the 10th, Wednesday. Okay, so I'm going to stop sharing for a second, and then I'm going to show you something else. Hold on one second. Where are you? Oh, okay. Must be. Okay, here we go. All right, I'm going to show you something else. Okay, real quick. This is what he did yesterday. Okay. Okay. So, okay, this is what you're looking at here is, I want to actually just go from the beginning. You put in XVS and then BTC. Okay, he was looking at Bitcoin, okay? He was looking at Venus based off of Bitcoin. So when you load up this chart, this is showing you, there's a lot going on here, I know. Let me turn off some of this stuff. Okay. What he was saying was, this is a 1 hour chart. Basically the price at every hour, and then you can like, you can do some analytics and metrics off of it. This down, don't. This is free, but it has so many annoying pop-ups for the free version, and you can't do a whole lot. But for now it's okay. I just refuse to pay the $15 a month yet until I start making money off of it. Once I start making money, or if my trades make enough money. Basically, how I work Aiki is, if my trades start making enough money on a certain thing, then I will put money back into that thing. So for example, this is $15 a month, right? So the only way I'm going to pay for it is if it makes me more than $15 a month, which it kind of already has. Truthfully, it kind of already has, but still I'm a little bit cheap, so I haven't gotten it yet. Anyway, so you can just basically, in the paid version, you can have more than one chart in a tab at a time. This one you can only have one at a time. Okay, so down here, don't worry about this one. This one's going to take too long to explain. Just concentrate on up here for now. So if we put the crosshairs on March the 10th at 8 o'clock in the morning, so I'm going to go all the way back over here, okay? So like around here is when he gave the signal, okay? And he said it was around 0.008787 Bitcoin. So this is like when he gave the signal around here. Actually around here. It was falling still. And so he gave the signal. So if you acted on the signal within like an hour or so, you would have gotten it around here. Okay, and he said don't let it go until it gets to like 0.00115. Okay, so that's all the way like up here. Okay, around here. He was like off just a little bit, but if you hover your mouse over that, you see right here. Look right here, Aiki. Okay, you see right there. It's 0.0011. Okay, so that's pretty much the area he said not to sell it in. Okay, now we're going to bring it home and make it US dollars, because I don't understand anything in that. We're going to make it US dollars. Okay, so as you can see, I drew a square here already because I drew it for David. And as you can see right here, it was from when he said to buy around here to here when he said sell, it was 30.16%. Okay, so if you would put 1,000 US in, you would have gotten $300 from that, just from that, which is this is 8 o'clock on Wednesday morning, and this is 2 o'clock today. So just over 24 hours, so like 30 hours, right? So 30 hours, that's a good. I have very few coins right now that have made me this much money in this short amount of time. I only have like one or two that have made me this much money in this short amount of time. So, okay, that being said, so that was a free signal, okay? Okay. So, that being said, now I'm gonna go back to his Telegram again, and I'm gonna show you something. So way down here, he says that he's got like a gem that's gonna go five times, so 500%. What we just saw here was 30%, so that's like 0.3x, right? So it's good for a day, but it's like not stellar. But he's saying there will be 50x projects, and he's saying here that there will be like maybe like a 5x, and he's showing here, of course, people who have acted on his signals. This person did a short, and they did really well, 70%. This person did extremely well, 116%. All these things are like people who acted on what he said, and they're like saying like thank you so much because they're making a lot of money from it. Okay, so okay, so here this is a good one, right? So he basically said, now again, a lot of this is timing. He was saying like this, he gave his people a tip right here, and then when it fell all the way down here, then they were able to capitalize on all of this, right? Because it was like 53 cents and it went down to 47 cents, right? So a lot of his, this is a different coin. This one's called NEM, but they were allowed to, they made gains on that, right? Okay. Um, so yeah, I have a pretty good confidence in him. What I would say is like a lot of the signals that he gives, I will tell you if I think it's good or not. I've been tracking him with Venus, and Venus has been very good. Like they analyze Venus extremely well. This one, they said it's bearish. They feel like it was going to go down, and sure enough, it did go down. Okay, I think this is a Bitcoin chart. This looks like a Bitcoin chart. Yeah. So Bitcoin chart here, he's just saying like, hey, look at this. It's probably going to go up. Okay. All right, that's enough of that. Okay. So what I want to show you just really quickly, and then I'll let you go, is you have to basically have an exit strategy for everything, right? You have to have some type of exit strategy. And this is how I trade. I'll show you a little bit of my exit strategies in my really crude Excel. Then I'll show you my pro Coinbase.com account, and then I'll let you go. All right. So here we go. I'm going to show you, first of all, I'll show you my Excel. So you have to, I'm going to share this with you guys so you guys don't have to build it from scratch. It's nothing major. It's kind of crude. But you have to have an exit strategy on everything. I'm going to take Ethereum because I've actually done this. I haven't actually done any exit strategy for Bitcoin because I'm just holding it at the moment. But for my own like personal trading, I've done a little bit more trading with Ethereum, so I'm going to show you some stuff. All these columns here are basically parts of what I'm doing with Ethereum. This column here is what's known as the selling point or the limit price. This column here is the amount that I want to keep of the coin. This is the amount I actually sold. This is the amount of Ethereum remaining. This is my profit. And then over here is what's known as a stop price or a trigger. And then this is just for me to say like, did I input this into Coinbase? This is how much I started off with. I started off with about one and a half Ethereum, and I did an average price paid because I bought a good amount when it was very cheap, and then I bought a little bit more when it got expensive. So this is like kind of the average. This blue here is basically kind of where I got in. It's not 100% accurate. I got in at like or where the coin was when I did this table. The coin was at about $1,700 a coin, okay? And it was about a month ago, okay? So, but all this is saying is that when the price is gone, so these ones I've done in orange because this is where I would be losing, right? I'm losing here. That's why they're all in orange. All these that are black is just gains, right? Are just gains. So here, this is what's known as the limit price. And I am like saying that the trigger is when Ethereum gets to $1,610, sell this. Okay, you sell at this price, right? And I'm selling 10%. So I'm taking like a little bit of profits, right? So you notice how these are right here. This is to okay. So this I'm taking a little bit of profit because I could keep it here. I could keep my money in here, but if I yes, that's correct. Yes, yes. So yeah, this is my average. Like I bought it first at like $100 or so, and then I bought it again at like 1,000 something, right? So um that's why it's the average price paid. Um okay, so um basically what's happening here is like I'm just taking a little bit out every time because you can never time the market 100% perfect, right? Right? So you're never going to get it like right at $2,000 or right at $4,000 and get all your money out. You're just not going to. And these times here, I just put them here to show basically when my trade was executed, right? 1:30 in the morning, 3:30 in the morning, right? That's why these are kind of important because you wouldn't be up to make this trade unless you're some type of freak, right? That's always like looking at this stuff, and I just don't have time for that. So you set this up so that it does some stuff for you automatically. Now, all this up here is in the green. Okay, this is all green. This is like above, this is like what you hope will happen, right? And that if everything goes well, you might end up making like a good amount of money, okay? So this is like just a quick spreadsheet to show like, where I'm hoping things will go, right? If it gets to like $4,000, I'll sell 5%. If it gets to 6,000, I'll take 10%. And then at each interval, this is like how much I would get, right, from the sale of it, right? Okay, let's jump over to my let me jump over to my Coinbase account real quick so then you can see that. Okay, so that's like the first piece, right? But now you have to like actually put it into something, right, for it to execute. And this is very, very important, this part here. So you have to basically take, you have to basically take what you have in the Excel spreadsheet, and you have to put it to work in your Coinbase account. Now this Coinbase account is the pro version. The pro version and the yeah, the pro version and the normal Coinbase version are not the same thing. Go figure. Okay, I don't understand why they do this. I don't really like it, but basically what is in Coinbase is not over here in Pro, right? You literally have to transfer everything from Coinbase to Pro in order to use it here, okay? So I'll just go through, let me select the right market, ETHUSD. I'll just go through like what's going on real quick. So here's your wallet. You know, this is how much ETH I have left. This is how much, you know, USD I have left, and we'll come back to this. This is where you buy and sell, and you have limit order, stop order, market order, right? This is the one I like the least because I'm cheap, as I've said many times, and I don't like to pay market prices for anything. So this over here is the order book. So this is just a graphical representation to show you who's buying, or I mean, who's selling and how much are they selling, right? These little ticks over here are to show you like, so somebody's just sold 11, that's a lot. They just sold like $19,000 or something worth of Ethereum, right? And then this is buy over here, okay? And then this is the spread and everything. So here, here are the wicker, the candles of like what's been happening over the past couple of days. And then here is just, look, you can see on this side, many more people are selling, right? Than people buying, right? You can see there's like way more people selling, which is not great, but it is what it is. You can change a couple of things here with the chart, you know, kind of like the trading view app I was showing you before. You can just, you know, it's just to look, right? Okay, so down here where it says open orders, this is exactly what was in my spreadsheet, Ike. This is exactly what it was. So you can see here that this cell right here, let's hone in on this one. It says sell, and then it says 0.075 ETH at $4,000. This is exactly what was in my sheet. And you can see the increments. It goes 4,000, 6,000, 10,000, 15,000, 20,000, right? And then you can see here, notice these two are a little bit different. Well, that's because these two are below like my price, right? They're below the like 1700 that I was working on before. So when it falls below, then I want to take out some profits before it goes all the way to 0, for example. Now I have to redo this a little bit because you can see I only have 1610 and I have 1210. Well, what happened was Ethereum went up to 1800, I took out some. It went up to 2000, I took out a little more. Then it fell back down to 1600. That was not there, I just put that in there tonight. And then it fell down to 1400 and I took out a little there too. So it executed 4 trades for me. Let me see if I can click fills here, if it'll populate. You see this? See right here? See that? 1410, 1602, 2000, 1800. This is all what I sold and took profits on. Okay? So you have to do this as well to kind of like take advantage of the market, but you can't always be in front of it, right? You can't be in front of it all the time. So you have to set these up, and you can't do this in the normal Coinbase, okay? So that's the issue, right? You can't do this in normal Coinbase because it doesn't allow you to. Okay, let's just go through real quick like how to do one, right? You just go, okay, so here you would put 1410. That's the trigger. So say Ethereum went down to $1,410 US. Then I would sell mine for 1,400 and I would sell, let's say, 5%. I don't even have that much left. Let's just put 4 or 5. Okay. So yeah, okay, so why am I doing that? So the reason I'm doing that is because say it's falling down, right? And I want to get rid of it before it hits, say, 1300, right? When it's going down, right, I want to make sure that somebody takes my price before it goes down too far. So what you do is you set this trigger up here at 1410. So when the price hits 1410, Coinbase will automatically start selling yours for 1400. Now that's a $10 discount, right? Because somebody else is looking on it and they're saying, I want to buy ETH from somebody at 1410. But once they see that you want to sell it at 1400, they will buy it quicker. Yours will be filled much faster than a normal person who's just going to sell theirs at market value, 1410, right? So you set it up like that so that it will sell faster. And you see how much I would get in USD, and then you just, oh, actually, you know what? I did it on the wrong way. I did it on buy, but I really meant to do it on sell. I really meant to do it on sell. You could do the same thing on buy again, like you could do it like that, how I was saying for buy, but in a buy instance, you want to do the opposite, right? You want to make it so that the trigger price is like 1390 and the buy price is 1400, because you don't want it to go too high without you buying it first. So it's the same thing, but in reverse, right? So you just click place order, and then you just place the order, and then you go back. You can go to your orders over here. This will show it in here as well. And where is it? 1410. There it goes. Okay. And then this is the one I placed earlier tonight. Okay. So that's basically what this, and then over here to the right, Ike, is just like a trade history. So that's what you will, this is the type of thing you will need to do to be a little bit more sophisticated.